This is round 2 of the Seattle Cornerstone event held at the Missing Piece in January 2026. I'm going to try something a little different for this video. I sped the footage up times 2 here to get it to play a little faster. I don't know how I feel about that format. I know some people like watching content like this faster, but the problem with that is it feels like as a viewer, you need to have a lot of innate knowledge about the game in order to get anything out of it. And the content that I try to put out for my local community in my area of the United States is aimed more towards people who want to learn about the game, who want to kind of get in and enjoy the game. So we'll see how it goes. I did speed this one up specifically because in the second half of the game, it does take them a while to maneuver around for the kill shot. But as you can see at the top of the screen is I think these are both Seattle native players. Tim playing a Necromancer, and then Max at the bottom playing a Necromancer. This was a sealed event, so these are the 2 sealed pools that they pulled from a 6-pack card. The event was also a little unique in that even though it was a sealed pool of 6 packs, every player could choose to take either one of the 4 Gothic avatars, the precon avatars, or they could take Sorcerer, the beta Sorcerer, as their avatar. Tim playing out Mandrake Jars on his skeleton, and honestly, like, feels a little ill-advised. Artifacts are always a little bit of a gamble, especially in limited, just because they're very vulnerable to kind of being dropped and taken. So as you can see right here, like, Max is attacking up, playing a Bone Spear to kill the skeleton that's holding the Mandrake Jar, and then pushing up with his one of his other skeletons, and then picking up the Mandrake Jar. So Tim has just like lost control of the Mandrake Jar. Even if he had put it on a tougher minion to hold, like the Bone Spears would still make it a little bit easier to pick up. And maybe it matters slightly less for an artifact like a Mandrake Jar, but for things like pitchforks, which do see a lot of play in Gothic Limited, it is just something you need to be aware of when you're playing them, because they can be a hazard for you if you don't position correctly. Tim getting out a Monks of Kosaba, which is a decent play for him to kind of get some more board presence here. Unfortunately, Max gets out a pitchfork, which I was just talking about, and is able to kind of maneuver it into position and then use some of his other pieces to trade with the monks. And now he has 2 skeletons on the board here, but they're both holding these power modifying artifacts. Tim playing a landmass, and then unfortunately, I think what ended up happening here was that he didn't have a sight in hand, played landmass, drew a card, and then he ended up not having a land site that he could play for free with landmass, because that is the qualifier for landmass. Like it has to be a land site. It cannot be a water site. Now you see him tapping here, and I think that's the card that he drew, the River Rapids. Attacking with the, or not, moving up with a skeleton and creating another skeleton. Passing turn back here. So Max, like, already in a better position here. His skeletons innately have more power. I think the one holding the pitchfork is currently 2 power. The one with the Mandrake Jar is 3 power. He's playing a crypt to cast the Ghoul from Collection. And then he's going to start his attacking in here. He attacks in with the skeleton and just like kills the other skeleton. It's only 1 power because this one gets the +1 bonus from the pitchfork. I think he played out the Broomstick Witch to like drop and pick up the pitchfork, so the Broomstick Witch is now holding it. Tim getting out an Undesirables, which is another big creature here to try to help stabilize the board state for him. But he's taken a lot of damage here in the game. And then honestly, I think Tim maybe shouldn't have played his sights so wide. Playing the River Rapids all the way over there, I think gave Max a foothold to get the Ghoul into attack position the turn it comes into play. Max getting again making some more trades here to get out to clear out the Undesirables. Use the Detonate on a skeleton and then punched in with the skeleton that was holding the Mandrake Jar to finish it off, and then advanced up and then picked up the artifact again. So again, like having all of those artifacts in there, it is risky. And here you can see one of the downfalls there. Like Tim is finally able to he's able to bury alive the minion holding the artifact, advances up his skeleton, picks up both artifacts. Now he's holding them. But he is way behind on the game at this point, so he's down to 5. He hasn't been able to do any damage to Max yet. Max responding with the Flame Strike, attacking in for another 4 points, 3 points now. Very quickly, Tim is going to be at door. Again, getting another 10-ton slug out. So I suspect that Tim's deck may have been like curved more top heavy. We're seeing a lot more meaty minions on his deck, whereas Max had. It looks like in this game, like at least he has created his deck to be more low to the ground, faster with a more swarm tactic. At door here, playing out Dreadwing. I think he's choosing to take the 4 points of damage just because he's at 20, and he has Tim at door and kind of close to cornered here. But this is where the game like starts to like lose a little bit of steam, and it takes them a while to kind of get into a checkmate position here to end the game. Tim tapping for a Hillside Chapel, playing a Malleus Maleficarum, and then passing turn, I believe. So he has 1 blocker available here, the 10-ton slug, to defend against the Ghoul, and I don't think that he has enough power on board here to attack into the slug to kill it. The slug is 7, 8, 9 power with the artifacts that it's holding. Tim also creating a skeleton as another defender here, and then I believe passing turn. So Max, he has the bodies to get Tim here. He just has to get them into position somehow. And he's going to play out a Screamer. Screamer to move the slug. I don't know why they're doing it that way. I think maybe he might have misunderstood how the Screamer works and thought that it like pushes away from his avatar, not the Screamer minion itself. But either way, I don't think that was going to create an opening for him on this turn. It's just going to kind of move things a little bit and get him into another position in order to corner Tim. Max, I think using that green token as another skeleton. I think they ran out of skeleton tokens for the board here. Tim, I think making another skeleton token. Casting the Kraken under the water site that the 10-10 slug is on. And passing turn. Max trying to attack in, forgetting that the slug is holding the pitchfork to give the other skeleton +1 power. I think he's asking to take that back, and they're going to roll that one back. Moving with those skeletons, and I think he's just choosing to move with the ghoul, just because it wouldn't do Tim any good to intercept when the skeleton token only has 2 power. And it looks like he's passing back. No, he's asking to look at the cemetery. So he spent 7 mana for a Stitched Abomination. A very strong Stitched Abomination. It looks like there were 2 creatures in the graveyard. He grabbed the monks and he grabbed the undesirables. So that's 5 + 4 for a 10 power abomination. Tim here, like, he needs something. He almost needs like a board wipe here to clear. Instead, using a gift of the wolf to remove the ghoul. And I think that was a misplay. The skeleton should have 4 power attacking into the ghoul, so the skeleton should have still been alive. But instead, he's going to take a step forward with the Necromancer, which I think is ill-advised, and probably paying 1 to create another token. So sitting on that site, he has 2 defenders, 3 defender, 4 defenders now. Frozen Horror coming in, and Frozen Horror should pop its stealth token to disable everything nearby. Yeah, it looks like that's what he's going to do before passing turn. So, in theory, buys him another turn here. Max wouldn't be able to attack in, but Max has a flare. Goes ahead and plays out the flare to do a point of damage to all nearby units, which include his avatar now that he's taken a step forward. So that rounds out this game of Necromancer versus Necromancer. I don't think I love this sped up format. I think it really just it makes the vibe of the video a little more hectic and a little less chill. I do like some faster paced videos that I've been experimenting with a format that we've been trying to play in Portland here called Sorcery Blitz, using chess timers. So basically, kind of like a Blitz format in chess, just with sorcery. But I'll keep playing around with it and see if there's maybe see if there's a sweet spot with how the editing on that works out. I also don't love that the way that I did the card pop-ups before I did the speed up, and I don't like the tempo on that, but I'm not going to go re-edit that at this point. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in round 3.